What are you doing, Sylvia?
I'm looking around.
Relax, why don't you?
I gotta get used to things.
Sit, Sylvia.
I'm not ready to sit.
I said sit.
I'm too nervous to sit.
Down, Sylvia, down.
I'm worried about where I sleep. Do I sleep on this couch?
I said sit down, Sylvia. Sit down.
Ouch!
Then sit.
I'm sitting. I love you.
You do?
I really do.
I think you do.
Even when you hit me, I love you.
Oh, thank you, Sylvia.
I think you're God, if you want to know.
No, now sit.
But I think you're God.
No, now stay and sit.
I want to sit near you.
Well, all right.
Nearer, my God, to thee.
All right. As long as you sit. Okay, good girl. Now let me read the paper. Sylvia?
Yes, definitely. Absolutely. No question.
She probably isn't.
Well, she was a good girl walking home, weren't you, Sylvia? You were a very good girl.
I was very good.
We were a very good girl twice, weren't we, Sylvia?
I like them when they belong to other people.
You're prejudiced.
Not at all.
I think you're prejudiced against dogs.
I am not prejudiced, Sylvia. When I was a little girl, I read the Albert Payson Terhune books cover to cover. I watched Lassie on television. I'm a huge fan of 101 Dalmatians. And stay off!
Easy, take it easy, Jesus.
Well, I'm sorry, but you've got to learn.
Sat on couches before, you know.
What?
I said I've sat on couches before. I've sat on plenty of couches.
Sylvia's real, aren't you, Sylvia?
I sure try to be.
Down, Sylvia! Right, make her get down.
Always remember that your dog is simply a dog. Always remind yourself of that fact. And not a person, just a dog. Force yourself to think it. Otherwise you can get into deep dog shit.
Gotcha.
Look at me! Look at me! How do you like them apples?
Don't you think she smells great?
She smells like a laboratory in an airplane.
No.
I knew it!
It's an old pussycat.
Oh, let me at it!
Oh, no, Sylvia.
I said let me at that thing! I want to kill that fucker!
No, Sylvia, no.
Oh, hey, you kitty! You're a sack of shit, you know that?
Easy now.
You are disgusting, kitty! You're a disgrace to the animal kingdom!
Leave it, Sylvia. Let's move along.
You smell that damn thing? I can smell it from here. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why. A little. Why the gods above me, who must be in the know, think so little of me, they'd allow you to go.
Oh, this is Sylvia.
Hello. Nice crotch, you're nice crotch.
Speak.
Hey.
Good girl.
Hey.
Oh, good girl. See, sweetie, she can speak.
So much fresh
Din, dinny poo, sup, supper time.
That's my master's voice, Kate.
I'm not through yet, Sylvia. Oh, now, you should know that all you are is a male menopausal moment. Oh, I know, it's been all very exciting, walking around town these fine fall days. But when winter time comes, Sylvia, oh, when it's cold in the morning and dark in the afternoon, and he has to stand shivering out in the cold to pick up your doo-doo, how long do you think he'll last, Sylvia? He'll have second thoughts then, Sylvia, and I'll be right there.
Yeah, well, that's her. This is me.
I wish I knew more about your former owner.
Yeah, second owners always wish that.
Did you like him as much as you like me?
Well, how do you know it was a guy?
What it says is that we're basically biophilic.
Hey, watch it.
That's good, man. See, people that love dogs are biophiles. They're lovers of the bios, which is Greek for the processes of nature.
Go on.
What's one of the whole things genetic? Did your dad take you fishing and hiking when you were young?
Well, actually, yes.
Your mother pushed your stroller through some zoo?
Oh, I'm sure, yes.
See, what they were doing was activating your biophilic gene.
I I see.
Yeah, we've inherited these genes from our caveman days when we needed to connect with nature in order to survive in it.
Ah.
And your relationship with Sylvia has reactivated that gene.
Oh.
That's why you respond to her so strongly. On the other hand, your wife's biophilic gene has become thoroughly atrophied.
So I thought we could get a flat in London and maybe have the kids over for the summer.
Oh, perfect. Hear that, Sylvia? Oh, to be in England. Hikes on the moors, kid. Wuthering Heights, the Hound of the Baskerville.
Do you think that there is anything physical in his relationship with Sylvia? Now, be honest.
No!
You're sure? Because these things happen. There was a couple in here the other day who did very peculiar things with their cat.
There's nothing physical going on between Greg and Sylvia. So there's a lot of patting and pawing and stroking and licking. That goes on ad nauseum, but nothing beyond that. I almost wish there were.
Why do you say that?
Well, because then it would just be an affair.
Because I made the decision
What decision?
to have her spayed.
Ah, you're talking about
Sylvia.
Sylvia.
You don't want me to talk about Sylvia?
No, I do. If you want to, Greg.
Kate doesn't like me to.
Well, that's Kate, Greg. As for me, I'd very much like to hear about Sylvia. Because by telling me about Sylvia, you're really telling me about yourself.
Nor slipping when he was faithful.
You look particularly glamorous today, Sylvia.
Thank you, Greg.
You know why, don't you?
Tell me while I check out the kibble du jour.